The Bootleggers, an extra inning sudden death thriller that saw the North Stars come out on top. 2-1 pitch from Ayers home to Caden Raymond. Here it is. Tapped foul off the backstop, 2-2. So Raymond now steps back in. 2-2 pitch from Ayers. Moments away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A pitch in the dirt. Up with it is the catcher Hill. He throws down to first in time. Advancing to third on the play, Sitton. So a drop third strike allows Sitton to move over to third. Down on the K is Raymond, and that will bring up Gallardo, a man on third. One away. So Gallardo steps in for the first time. And another favorable lefty-righty matchup for the Coyotes. And here is the first pitch to Gallardo. Swinging a high foul off to the right side. Back out of play near the first base concession stand. Oh, and 1 to Roberto Gallardo, and he slaps this one out towards right field. Underneath it to make the catch, McGowan. Tagging from third, Sitton. There will be no play at the plate. Sitton will score. 1-0 early. The Bombers take the lead. So an RBI for Roberto Gallardo, and great situational hitting there. Getting the sacrifice fly. Early lead for the Bombers. And now, stepping in, Tyler Langbein, the extra hitter in today's game. 10-man lineups for PSCL games. A DH and an EH, designated hitter and an extra hitter. Line drive up the middle, a base hit. So Langbein is aboard with 2 down. Langbein trying to get something started with 2 down after the first run of the game came across on a sacrifice fly. And that will bring up Landon Baker. First pitch to Baker is called high. Here's a throw down to second, not in time. It squirts into center field. Advancing to third on the pass throw is Langbein. So Langbein steals second, advances to third all the way on the pass ball out there at second base. Baker, a great RBI opportunity here with 2 down. 1-0 the count. Here it is. Takes down low, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Upstairs, 3-0 to Landon Baker. Right there at the top of the zone with a fastball comes Ayers, 3-1. The Palm Springs Power last night here at Palm Springs Stadium won a thriller 5-3, a photo finish right down to the end over the Inland Valley Buccaneers, sweeping a 2-game series. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And a spectacular finish. It really came down to the last batter when Hefte Cruz struck out looking with 2 men on. The tying run was in scoring position for the Buccaneers, but to no avail. It was Alexander Oliver getting the save. 3-2 pitch with 2 down, swung on, and a high fly ball into center field. Moving back now underneath it, Webster settles and makes the catch. Inning over for Braden Ayers. He allows one earned run on the hit and the sacrifice fly. We go to the last of the first. It's the Coyotes 1, the Bombers coming up when we come back to Palm Springs Stadium. Tyler Webster will lead things off here for the Bombers as they get started here in the last of the first. It's 1-0. Coyotes, after the sacrifice fly from Roberto Gallardo, scored the opening run. Here's the first pitch to Tyler Webster. It's high. So Jacob Ginn gets the start for the Coyotes, making his second appearance on the year. That one's high, 2-0. The PSCL is done for the day over on the backfield. 2-0 pitch, up high, 3-0. So a 3-0 count to Tyler Webster, the center fielder today for the Bombers. Here it is. Ginn's 3-0. There's a called strike right at the top of the zone with a fastball, 3-1. The largest misting system in the valley has gotten booted up here at Palm Springs Stadium. 3-1 pitch, line drive, base hit up the middle. So Webster does exactly what he pleases with the 3-1 pitch and fights it right back where it came. Puts a man on for Carter Uppmeyer, who comes up for the first time. Uppmeyer lines the first pitch down the left field line. Foul. Boy, foul by no more than a foot. That one would have been big-time trouble for Jacob Ginn. Instead, it's a long strike that tomorrow will show up in the box score as a curveball right down the middle. So instead of extra bases, a long strike for Uppmeyer. McGowan, the right fielder, left-handed batter, is on deck. Here's the pitch. Right there, called the ball, right on the outside corner. Perhaps just a bit off the outside. 1-1 is the count to Carter Uppmeyer. Webster leads off first. Uppmeyer takes low and away. Upmire, a Northwest Nazarene University product. That school in Idaho. Here's a 2-1 pitch. On the ground to short, could be a pair. Throw to second for one. Not in time on the throw back to first. So they get the lead runner on the fielder's choice 6-4. So that sends Webster back to the dugout, and Upmire now the runner at first. For Jace McGowan, who stands in, a teal bat, clashing with that bright yellow Bombers jersey. And in my opinion, not a pretty combo. Here's the first pitch off the outside. Not the most visually appealing bat jersey combo I have ever seen. 1-0 pitch off the inside. Runner goes. Here's a throw to second. It's not in time on a one-hop. So a stolen base for Upmire puts him in scoring position for the middle of the order here. McGowan, Carter Upmire's classmate at Northwest Nazarene University. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Lined into left center field. This could be trouble, and it will fall in the gap. Coming around third and scoring is going to be Carter Upmire. McGowan's got an RBI double, and this game is tied. So just like that, the lead is gone for the Bombers. 3 batters into this start for Jacob Ginn. And the opportunity with a man on second to do more here for Brayton Ayers. It's rare you see a starting pitcher bat cleanup, but here's a guy who can do it all. First pitch to Ayers is shot into left. Moving over is going to be Baker, but it drops foul. So 0-1 the count to Brayton Ayers, who stands back in. That one way off the outside, so it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch, man off of second, one away, way inside. A run already home here for the Bombers in the last of the first. Coyotes struck first by way of a sacrifice fly, and then the Bombers, it was Jace McGowan with an RBI double as that one is poured in for a strike. 2-2. A breaking ball that time, right over the outside corner. 2-2 pitch from Jacob Ginn, and he steps off. Here's a 2-2 on the ground to second. Up with it, Gallardo to Carbajal, 2 down. Moving over to third on the play is McGowan. So the go-ahead run 90 feet away on the 4-3 putout, and that will bring up Owen Kavanaugh, who has a light blue bat. So a lot of very colorful bats in this lineup. The man on deck, Lucas Sale, has a light pink bat. Here's the first pitch to Kavanaugh. It's skied into shallow center field. Coming in, though, the right fielder, and that is Saffer to make the catch. The inning is over. We go to the second inning. It's 1-1 here. Bombers Coyotes when we come back from Palm Springs Stadium. To the top of the second we go. Seth Hawante will lead things off here for the Coyotes against Braden Ayers. It's a 1-1 ball game if you're just joining us. Day 6 of the PSCL. Thanks for coming along with me. I'm Jack Lennon. Sam Egan is in the other room producing. He was on the call for game 1 of this doubleheader. That one is fouled back. It's 0-1 to Seth Hawante. If you weren't able to listen to game 1 of the doubleheader, it was the North Stars and the Bootleggers. The North Stars victorious in that one. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Nothing in 2 quickly to Hawante. Alex Carbajal, the first baseman, on deck. And here is the 0-2 pitch on the ground to third. Picked by Kavanaugh. Throw to first. Nice snag over there by Labit in time. 1 away. So that brings up Carbajal, the first baseman. Taller guy. And the first pitch is down low. It's 1-0 to Carbajal. Big swing and a whiff. Got a whole lot of nothing there, did Carbajal. It's 1-1. Carbajal is a guy who's got a lot of power from that right side. Likes to pull it over that left field fence. Called strike 1-2 with a fastball. One-two pitch with one down already here. Top 2. That one left off the outside by Ayers. 2-2. Two-two pitch is lined to second and snagged on a dive by Sale, the second baseman. A really nice pick there to get the L4 on Carbajal, and that will bring up Lomax with 2 down quickly here in the top of the second. Henry Lomax from Blue Mountain Christian University out in Mississippi grounds this one quickly to third. On the first pitch, Kavanaugh, Labit, dropped it, and a collision over at first. The runner will be safe on the E3. So the error will be charged to Jaden Labit, who could not come down with it cleanly. The throw beat Lomax by a couple of steps, though it was a little high. But Labit, in the process of coming down with the throw, foot touched the bag, but the ball popped out of the glove, so Lomax will be safe. 2 down, a man off of first here, top 2. And Paul Saffer, the right fielder, takes a big, mighty cut at the first pitch and whiffs. It's 0-1. Ayers delivers. Saffer takes a called strike right on the outside corner, 0-2. Paul Saffer from Pima Community College, an outfielder and middle infielder. Does a little bit of everything defensively. 0-2 pitch from Ayers on the way. Swinging a line shot, foul, back towards Sunrise Park. 0-2 it will remain to Saffer. Here is Ayers' 0-2 pitch. Low and inside, 1-2. Lomax off of first. Saffer at the plate. 2 down here, top 2. Tied score 1-1. Bombers and Coyotes. Ayers' pitch is lifted into right field. Moving underneath it is McGowan. He makes the catch. Inning over for Ayers. No one comes across, no hits. We go to the last of the second, where it will be Sale, Mild, and Hill up for the Bombers. It's 1-1, Bombers and Coyotes here from Palm Springs Stadium. Lucas Sale will lead off the last of the second here from Palm Springs Stadium. We got a 1-1 ball game here. Moving along quickly. We're just about 25 minutes in already in the bottom half of inning number 2. First pitch from Ginn is high. So a 1-0 count to start off the bottom half of inning number 2. Lucas Sale from Ottawa University fouls this one back right towards me, and it lands maybe 7 or 8 feet in front of the broadcast booth. My producer, Sam Egan, was clamoring for me to reach out and catch that ball, but given I'm not a Stretch Armstrong doll, that one a pretty tough catch. 1-2 now as he tips this one foul off the catcher. That would have been the second time a foul ball had landed in the booth today. We got one earlier. One that popped into the PA booth and then back over the bleachers and into the marketing quarters. And that ball was retrieved by Sam Egan and is now in our possession. A souvenir, swing and a miss, strike 3. So we had bets going across the intern room as to whether or not we would see a foul ball land in the broadcast booth this year. And just about 13 days into our broadcasting schedule, we got our first foul ball. So one away here on the K for Mild, who steps in for the first time, the designated hitter today. And Mild takes the first pitch hack and grounds it to third. Lomax to Carbajal, 2 down. So that will bring up Owen Hill, the catcher, with 2 outs, nobody on. And Hill goes after the first pitch and skies it on the infield. Calling off Sitton is Lomax, and he dropped it! So Lomax called off the shortstop, Cooper Sitton, and then proceeded to drop the ball. So reaching safely to first is Owen Hill on the E5. And that will bring up Avery Humphrey. So a man leads off at first with 2 down. Lomax lost it in the bright California sunshine. And Humphrey looks at the first pitch, ball 1 on the outside. Jaden Labit, the first baseman, is on deck. Humphrey takes high. It's 2-0. Two and 0 pitch to Avery Humphrey. Swinging a foul back. Javier Avalos will lead things off for the Coyotes in the top of the third. 2-1 pitch. Just high, 3-1. Lomax off of first. Here is Humphrey, and he takes ball 4. So Hill moves to second on the walk. Into scoring position he goes, and Labit will come up with an RBI opportunity. 2 men on, 2 out here. Bottom 2. So the first pitch from Ginn to Labit is just a bit high, 1-0. To Jaden Labit, the first baseman. Ginn looks back to second now, throws, and a line drive base hit up the middle. Coming around third and scoring easily, Owen Hill. And into second is Avery Humphrey. So the error comes back to bite the Coyotes, and now it is 2-1 Bombers here. 3 straight men have reached base safely, and Lomax's error looms large here. What should have been out number 3 and sent both teams back to their dugouts has instead become what could be turned into a very big inning if Ty Webster can reach. So the RBI goes to Labit, unearned run to Ginn. And the 1-0 here to Tyler Webster is shot up the middle. Sitton tosses to Gallardo. The inning at long last for Ginn over. So we go to the third inning. It is 2-1 Bombers here from Palm Springs Stadium. the top of the third we go. Javi Avalos will lead things off here for the Coyotes against Brayton Ayers, who stays in for his third inning of work. And the first pitch from Ayers to Javi Avalos, down low. One-0 pitch is swung on and missed by Avalos. A swing and a miss, 1-2. Ayers delivers, and a foul tip into the glove, strike 3. So Avalos down on strikes quickly. A 4-pitch at bat, and that flips the lineup over for Cooper Sitton, who doubled and scored his first time up. Scored the first run of the game and the only run of the game for the Coyotes. Scored via way of a sac fly by Roberto Gallardo. And he lines the first pitch over the head of Sale into center field, base hit. So Sitton aboard for the second time today. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of knocks, and that will bring up Caden Raymond, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So if you're just joining us, a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Bombers. PSCL day number 6. Scoring started on a sac fly by Roberto Gallardo in the top of the first. As that first pitch to Caden Raymond is low. The Bombers immediately answered with a RBI double from Jace McGowan, and then in the bottom half of the second took the lead on an RBI single by Jaden Labit. 1-0 pitch is up and away, 2-0. So a man on, a man out here for Raymond. 2-0 pitch is high. 3-0 quickly to Caden Raymond. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Called strike 1. Getting back into the count is Brayton Ayers, so 3-1 is the new count. A man out, a man on. Sitton leads off of first after getting his second hit of the ball game. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Raymond. It is shot back towards us, 3-2. The Palm Springs Stadium broadcast booth already full of great memories this season. We've only been calling games for just about 2 weeks as we reach the second week of the PSCL. Here's the throw down to second as they got him picked off. Got him in time. So Sitton got a little greedy, over ambitious, took off before Ayers had delivered the pitch. So now it'll be a full count to Raymond with 2 down, nobody on. And that changes things quite a bit here for the Coyotes. Ayers can attack Raymond now however he likes. Here's the pitch, up high. Ball 4, so Raymond takes the walk. And instead of 2 on with only 1 out, it'll be just Raymond off of first with 2 down for Roberto Gallardo. He's got a sac fly in this game and an RBI. And as per PSCL rules, Raymond will get the courtesy runner at first, and here's a high fly ball out towards right field. And it will fall, but foul off the bullpen mound. So 0-1 to Roberto Gallardo. Coming in to pinch run for the Coyotes. It'll be Raymond out and Logan Wonko in. Wonko, a Victor Valley College student over in Victorville, California, not too far from Palm Springs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's down low. It's 1-1. So, Wanko now leads off of first. He is the courtesy runner for Caden Raymond. All catchers in the PSCL granted a courtesy runner, as are starting pitchers. So that one is up and away, 2-1. Two-one pitch. On the ground towards second, up the middle. Diving effort by Sale. Doesn't matter. Base hit center field. So Gallardo reaches and he pushes the good speed of Logan Wanko into scoring position for Tyler Langbein. Langbein is 1-for-1 with a base hit and a stolen base. Got all the way to third before being stranded there by way of a Landon Baker flyout. But here is Langbein now with an RBI opportunity. 2 on, 2 out, top of the third. First pitch is downstairs. It's 1-0. Julian Ferreira is warming in the bullpen for the Bombers, so looks to be preliminary. So Ayers' outing likely not over, even if Langbein were to reach, and he takes a big swing and a miss here. It's 1-1. Landon Baker would follow if Langbein were to reach. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Tyler Langbein from Brayton Ayers. It is shot foul over our heads and back into Sunrise Park. 1-2. Sunrise Park is a beautiful place to take a dog for a walk. Maybe it's best to wait till later at night when it cools off a little bit, but regardless, a beautiful little park. 1-2. The pitch from Brayton Ayers to Tyler Langbein. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Rather a foul tip. Langbein just got a piece of that one off the end of his bat. So 1-2 will do it again. One-two pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Got him this time on the breaking ball. So we go to the last of the third. It remains 2-1 Bombers when we come back at Palm Springs Stadium. Carter Upmeyer to lead things off against Jacob Ginn here in the last of the third. It's a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Bombers. Upmeyer is 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice and a stolen base. And here he takes the first pitch down low. It's 1-0. Fans here at Palm Springs Stadium smartly brought umbrellas to shade themselves from that brutal sun. Now 2-0 to Carter Uppmeyer. Again, leaves this one high and tight, 3-0. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Uppmeyer, and he drives this one to left. Moving back is Baker. He's not going to get it. It's off the bottom of the wall. Going for second is Uppmeyer. Here's a throw in, not in time. Uppmeyer's got a stand-up double, and the Bombers look to add to their lead as the middle of the order will come up here behind him. And it'll be Jace McGowan now with a man on second. Nobody out here, bottom three. And McGowan swings and drives the first pitch down the right field line. Foul. Boy. Ginn got lucky there. That was crushed off the bat of McGowan. And instead of what would have at least been a double, and an RBI double at that, turns into a long strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes from second. Throw to third is not going to be in time. McGowan takes the pitch high and away. It's 1-1 with a man on third. Nobody out. So Uppmeyer, his second stolen base of the day. One pitch to McGowan. He skies this one high in the air, but not deep. Coming in and rushing in now to make the catch is Hawante. He makes the catch, tagging up from third. And a huge collision at home plate. And losing his helmet is Uppmeyer. He will be called safe. The run will score. And exchanging words are Uppmeyer and Caden Raymond. A massive collision right there, just about 4 feet in front of home plate. So the run scores, the out counts, but somehow the run scoring, the least eventful part of that play, the ball in center field was lost in the sun for quite a while. But it will go down as a sacrifice fly for McGowan, his second RBI of the day. And here's the first pitch to Brayton Ayers, and he fouls it back off the netting, 0-1. So it's 3-1 Bombers, who have scored in each of the inaugural 3 innings. And that pitch left off the outside, 1-1. Luckily, the best part of that play is that everyone is okay. It was a enormous collision between Raymond, the catcher, and Uppmeyer, the runner tagging up from third. That one with a breaking ball off the outside, 2-1. Here is the 2-1 pitch. Line on the ground, base hit up the middle. So Ayers aboard with a man out here, and he will lead off of first for Owen Kavanaugh, who is 0 for 1 with a flyout. Kavanaugh on his first at bat went the other way against the lefty Ayers, but hit it right at Saffer. First pitch, a big swing and a miss at a pitch off the outside, 0-1. To Owen Kavanaugh takes change up off the outside, 1-1. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Owen Kavanaugh. Tapper slowly on the ground. This will be an infield single. There will be no play by Lomax. And Kavanaugh's got a base hit, so moving into scoring position on the play is Ayers. 2 men aboard with still just 1 out here for Lucas Sale, who struck out in his first at-bat. So 1 away, 2 men on for Lucas Sale, and he takes a changeup off the outside by 2 or 3 inches, 1-0. Mild is on deck, the designated hitter. He's also 0 for 1. One-0 pitch, swing and a miss. He was early on another changeup. It's 1-1. That one is left high. 2-1. Ginn has allowed 5 hits, 2 earned runs. 3 total runs, a walk. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Another nice changeup there from Ginn. That is his specialty pitch. Also throws a fastball and a breaking ball. Two. Ooh, just off the inside to Sale. Ginn was waiting on the home plate umpire to ring him up, and now instead he runs the count full. So 3-2-1, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here with 2 men on here. Bottom 3, a run already across. Ginn steps off and stares Ayers all the way back to second base. Owen Kavanaugh leads off of first. Sale stands in and swings and misses on another changeup. Strike 3. So Sale goes down on strikes for the second straight inning, and that will bring up Mild, the designated hitter, with 2 men on and 2 men out. A run already across here, bottom 3, in a 3-1 ball game. First pitch to Mild is on the ground into the 5-6 hole, base hit. Coming around third and scoring is going to be Ayers. And the Bombers extend their lead. It's 4-1 here on the base hit from Mild. So he picks up his first RBI and his first knock. And moving into scoring position now is Kavanaugh. So we'll have the same situation, 2 men on, 2 men out, runners on first and second. It's Mild leading off first, Kavanaugh off second. Ayers coming around and scoring the second run of the inning, and that brings up Owen Hill, the catcher. First pitch to Owen Hill is taken off the inside, 1-0. Just a reminder that PSCL games are on a 2-hour and 15-minute time budget. And they are 7-inning games, so whichever comes first, 2:15 or 7 innings, that will be when the game is decided. At a fastball just off the outside, 2-0 to Owen Hill. Time not a concern so far here. We're only 53 minutes into this one. First pitch was at 12:05 Pacific time. Avery Humphrey, the man on deck. There's a pitch to Hill, and it's off the outside again. 3-0. Owen Hill, the catcher, reached on an error and scored a run. A very costly error by Henry Lomax over at third. It dropped the pop-up. And here is the 3-0 pitch to Hill. And he takes a called strike right on the outer third. So 3-1. Hill had turned around and started to flip his bat to Avery Humphrey, the on-deck man, taking his 90 feet. Instead, he's called back. 3-1. Here it is from Ginn, and it's shot foul down the right field line. So now, from convinced he had been given a walk to 3-2 with 2 down, 2 men on, 2 runs already across here in the inning. So here is Owen Hill. He gets the pitch from Jacob Ginn. And it's down low, ball 4. So Hill does get his walk just 2 pitches later. And that will bring up Avery Humphrey, who is already got a walk. Kavanaugh moves to third. It'll be Mild off of second, Hill off of first for Humphrey. And Humphrey, the only other bomber that Ginn has walked in this game. Now bases loaded, can't afford to walk him again. Here's the first pitch, and it is high. So 1-0 to Avery Humphrey. Big swing and a miss by Humphrey, 1-1. Humphrey, a taller guy. Well over 6 feet. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Another big hack, 1-2. Two down, 1-2 to Avery Humphrey. Bases loaded. Ginn hurls, and Humphrey swings and hits a high pop-up. Caden Raymond back behind the plate to make the catch. So Humphrey strands 3, but 2 runs do come across for the Bombers. It is 4-1 in their favor when we come back here from Palm Springs Stadium. Landon Baker will lead off the top of the 4th here for the Coyotes. He's 0 for 1 with a flyout, as is much of this Coyotes' bottom of the order. First pitch to him, down in the zone for a called strike, 0-1. In fact, the 5 through 10 hitters combined are 1 for 6. Make that 0 for 6 with a reach on error. Only one of them, Lomax, reached on an error. And between the others, it's 2 flyouts, a line out, a ground out, and a strikeout. So not a great track record for the bottom half of this Coyotes order so far. Now he takes just off the outside. It's 1-2. Ayers back into the full windup now, and now he will step off. Coming out for a word is Owen Hill. Now Hill departs back for his spot behind the dish. It is 1-2 the count to Landon Baker. And here is the 1-2, and it's grounded to short. Going to be a really tough play. Throw to first, not in time. And it bounces off the glove of Laybit. Upmeyer made a really nice stab at it. But Landon Baker's got an infield single. So a man on for Hawante, the center fielder. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. Line drive into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Avery Humphrey will cut it off, and he will bobble it. So 2 aboard after the base hit. Back-to-back base hits by Baker and Hawante. Coyotes trying to get something going here, top 4. So here is Alexander Carbajal. As soon as I talked about the bottom half of this order being 0 for 6, well, now they're 2 for 2 in this inning. As Ayers stares Baker back to first. Here is Carbajal for the second time. He's 0 for 1 with a line out to second. Throw back to second, not in time. Back safely is Baker. Carbajal swings and hits a line drive fair ball down the left field line, and everybody's going to run for a while. Coming around third and scoring easily is Baker. Following him, Hawante. He'll score. 2-run double for Alex Carbajal, and the Coyotes have cut the lead to 1. So a huge RBI double for Alex Carbajal. The Coyotes now trail by just 1. It's 4-3. The 6th hit given up by Braden Ayers. And a really hard hit ball by Carbajal. That brings up Lomax, who goes after the first pitch. Comes up with a whole lot of nothing. It's 0-1. So now, not only does Carbajal drive in a pair of runs, he now represents the tying run in scoring position at second base. 3 straight hits by this bottom half of the order. That was 0 for 6 coming into this inning. Now 0-2 to Lomax. Lomax is 0 for 1. We reached on an error in the second inning and committed an error in the bottom half of the third, which allowed a run to come across. On the ground, back up the middle. Upmeyer to first. Laybit makes a ankle-high catch. 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Moving over to the third on the play, though, is Carbajal. So that will bring up Paul Saffer. Saffer with a big-time RBI opportunity. The tying run 90 feet to his left. Right-handed hitter steps in. He is 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch to him is a called strike just at the top of the zone, 0-1. Ayers, if he finished the 4th inning without allowing Carbajal to score would qualify for the win. Oh, and 1 to Saffer, and he takes low and in the dirt, 1-1. Southwest plane flying out of PSP. Very close to the airport is Palm Springs Stadium. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Saffer chases up top, 1-2. Saffer here in a big spot. Had a base hit yesterday. Swings and hits a high pop-up. This one will not leave the infield. Coming in to make the catch is Ayers, 2 down. So Saffer is retired for the second straight time. That will bring up Javi Avalos. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And coming out for a quick mound visit, we are going to get a word from one of our sponsors, In-N-Out Burger.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
We got a new pitcher. It's going to be Julian Ferreira for the Bombers, and the first batter he will face is Javi Avalos in a big spot here, tying run 90 feet from scoring. Avalos 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and he takes the first pitch and fouls it back. So 0-1 quickly to Avalos. Javier Avalos from Butte College. An outfielder, a pitcher. Now he takes this one off the outside, 1-1. That one. Not sure where that missed. Right off the outside, apparently 2-1. Real good pitch there from Julian Ferreira. But Wyatt Ellis, the home plate umpire, did not think so. 2-1. Here it is. That one clearly off the outside, though. 3-1. If he were to issue the free pass to Avalos, it would be the top of the order in Sitton who would come up. He's 2 for 2, so he's been a tough out today. Avalos is 0 for 1. Stepping off now, Ferreira. Three, 1 pitch from Julian Ferreira. Swing and a miss at a splitter in the dirt. 3-2. Day 6 of the PSCL, the Power Summer Collegiate League, here from Palm Springs, California. One of the many hidden gems in this beautiful state. 3-2 pitch from Ferreira is swung and popped out of play. You hear so much about the places like San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, Sacramento. You don't hear about the places like Palm Springs, Cambria, a lot of great towns in California. That one is ball 4 off the outside. So that brings up Cooper Sitton as Avalos takes the 90 feet. Sitton comes up with runners on the corners. 2 down, 2 runs already across here in the top half of this 4th frame. One 0 pitch is up high. Runner goes from first, throw is in the dirt. Here's a throw down to third. Not in time. As scampering back was Alex Carbajal. Taking second on the play is Javier Avalos. So credit him for the stolen base. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Sitton, who's 2 for 2. 3-0 the count. Sitton grounds this one on the ground to short. Up with it, Upmeyer throws to Labit in time. The inning is finally over. It took 2 pitchers and a plethora of hitters, 7 of them in total. But we go to the last half of the 4th. It's 4-3 Bombers when we come back. Jaden Labit will lead off the bottom half of the 4th for the Bombers here. Takes the first pitch wide. Now that one up and away. 2-0 to Labit. We got a new pitcher for the Coyotes. It's going to be Dallas Siricon, who caught yesterday's game from Victor Valley College. 2-0 pitch. Left just off the outside. 3-0 to Jaden Labit. Labit swings and skies this one out towards right center field. Moving over and to his right is Saffer to make a nice running catch. One away in the last of the fourth for the Bombers. So that brings up the top of the order in Tyler Webster, and he takes a first pitch rip and fouls it back off the screen. Now that one, a slider on the inside corner, called strike 2. So 0-2 from Siricon to Tyler Webster. Swinging a foul ball off the home plate. 0-2 it remains here to Tyler Webster. Upmeyer is on deck, followed by Jace McGowan. Webster's 1 for 2 with a base hit and a fielder's choice. Line drive on the ground is short. Sitting to Carbajal, 2 down. So quick work so far here for Siricon. He's got the first 2 batters he's faced. Trying to get those Coyotes bats right back up to the plate while they're still hot. Here's Carter Upmeyer, and he takes the first pitch up for ball 1. Upmeyer is 1 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice. He's stolen a pair of bases. He's doubled and scored a run. And now he lines this one into center field. That's a base hit. So Upmeyer's second base hit of the day puts a man aboard with 2 down for Brayton Ayers. Scratch out, it'll be Jace McGowan. So McGowan comes up with 2 down. Does a little hop step into the box. McGowan is 1 for 1 with a pair of RBIs. A RBI double in the first inning and a sacrifice fly back in the third. Now a pickoff throw to first. Back in time safely is Upmeyer. McGowan takes off the outside. 2-0. Upmeyer off of first, 2 down. Runner goes, throws outside. Here's the throw to second. Not in time, so Upmeyer will steal second. It's his 3rd stolen base of the day. He's stolen a bag each and every time he's gotten on. So Carter Upmeyer making his presence felt. 2 knocks, 3 steals, a run scored. He's been all over the place. Make that 2 runs scored for Carter Upmeyer. He scored on that double in the first inning by McGowan, and McGowan now takes strike 1, 3-1. Three-one pitch to Jace McGowan, and he takes what I thought was ball 4. Instead, it will now be 3-1. 3-1 pitch. This is ball 4. So up and away. Ball 5 to Jace McGowan. So he walks. And now there are 2 on with 2 out. A little 2-out rally for Brayton Ayers now. Ayers is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. It lines this one into center field, a base hit. Coming around third and scoring will be Upmeyer. Heading for third is McGowan. He'll pump the brakes there. Ayers has got an RBI knock, and this game has now been extended to a 2-run lead for the Bombers. It is 5-3. Here's Owen Cavanaugh. Runners on the corners. He swings and hits a high pop-up. Coming over and making the catch over the dugout, right over the railing, is Carbajal. What a running catch to end the inning and get Siricon out of serious trouble. So a run does come across. It is 5-3 in favor of the Bombers when we come back from Palm Springs Stadium. Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium here. Leading off the top of the 5th is going to be Caden Raymond. It's a 5-3 ball game. The Bombers lead the Coyotes. Raymond up for the Coyotes. And he takes a ball. Boy, that one. Not really sure where that one missed. Wyatt Evans, the home plate umpire, thought it was low, I suppose. 1-0, the count regardless. To Raymond now, a big swing and a miss, 1-1. So 1-1 is the count. And the pitch is way off the outside. Julian Ferreira got the final out of the 4th and limited the Coyote damage to 2. Here's a 2-1 pitch, and that's off the inside. 3-1 to Caden Raymond. Raymond is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Now Raymond goes after this pitch and skies it out to center field. Coming in and really hustling now, making a running catch is Tyler Webster. So one away here in the visitors' half of the fifth. So Raymond is retired. He's 0 for 2, and that brings up Roberto Gallardo. He's 1 for 1 with a sacrifice fly and a base hit. Gallardo takes low. (1-0) to Roberto Gallardo from Julian Ferreira. Here it is. That one off the inside, 2-0. Gallardo responsible for the first run of this game, a sacrifice fly in the top half of the first. Brought Cooper Sitton home from third. 2-0 pitch on the ground at third. This is a high hopper for Kavanaugh. He throws to first, and Labit makes another shoelace catch, 2 down. So Gallardo is retired for the second time. That brings up Langbein. Langbein's 1 for 2 with a base hit, a stolen base, and a strikeout. First pitch to Langbein is rolled foul, 0-1. So it's 0-1 to Tyler Langbein. Here it is. Langbein grounds this one back to the pitcher. Falling is Julian Ferreira. And not getting to it is Kavanaugh, so an infield single for Tyler Langbein. Ferreira made a great effort, so much so that it turned into what we will call a head-first dive. Yes, we'll go with that. So an infield single for Tyler Langbein. And that brings up Landon Baker with 2 down and a man on. Throw to first in time, not in time, pardon me. Checking on Langbein is Julian Ferreira. Baker is 1 for 2 with a run scored on a base hit and a fly out to center. Taking second on the pitch in the dirt is Langbein. So a runner in scoring position now for Baker. Chance for Baker to cut this lead to 1. Ferreira steps off. Now comes back and faces Baker. Looks back to second. The pitch. And it hit him. So Baker will take the free 90 feet. Hit him right on the forearm. So Baker reaches first safely for the second time today on the hit by pitch. And here comes Seth Huante. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit, a run scored, and a ground out. And a base hit here would make this a 1-run game. A gapper would make it a tie ball game. So a big spot for Huante with Carbajal, the right-handed first baseman, on deck. Ferreira delivers, and Huante takes a called strike on a breaking ball, 0-1. So 0-1 to Seth Huante. Here is the pitch. Down low, 1-1. There's a 1-1 pitch. That is grounded foul off to the left side. So it's 1-2. To Seth Hawante. The pitch. Jam shot, foul back towards us. Off the netting, 1-2 it will remain to Hawante. So a battle we got between Hawante and Ferreira. Neither side giving in, and I can't blame him. It's a huge spot. The tying run is on first. Ferreira trying to protect that 2-run lead. It's 5-3 here at Palm Springs Stadium. Here's the 1-2 pitch with 2 down. Runner goes just off the outside with a slider, 2-2. So Ferreira trying to get that third out. He's a strike away from doing so. Trying to make this a tie ball game is Hawante with a extra base hit. Here it is, the pitch on the ground to third. Lomax to first. Labit makes the catch. The inning is over. We go to the last of the fifth. It's 5-3 still. The Bombers lead as the Coyotes strand a pair here at Palm Springs Stadium.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. First pitch from Dallas Sircon is off the outside. He faces Lucas Sale first. Here in the last of the fifth. Now the pitch up high, 2-0. Sale is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Now he takes a called strike right on the outside corner, 2-1. 2-1 pitch, up high, 3-1. Here's a 3-1 from Sircon on the ground to second. Gallardo to Carbajal in time, 1 away. So Sale retired for the third straight time in this ball game. That brings up Mild, the DH. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit and an RBI. And he shoots this one foul down the left field line into the bleachers. So 0-1 to Mild from Dallas Siricon. It takes down low. Swing and a miss by Mild, 1-2. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Tapped foul. So 1-2 it will remain. Pitch. Ooh, right there on the outside corner. Pretty good pitch. Called the ball. 2-2. To Mild. Owen Hill, the man on deck. 2-2. One already down here. Last of the fifth. Here's a pitch. Got him looking. So Mild down on strikes. That one was a few pitches coming, and that will bring up Owen Hill with 2 down. Hill is 0 for 1. He's reached base safely twice, a walk, and he reached on an error. He's also scored a run. So here he is with 2 down, nobody on. Takes up high. The Bombers lead here 5-3 over the Coyotes. Cam Vollmer's Coyotes. A 1-0 pitch is shot foul off the netting, 1-1. One pitch in there, called strike, 1-2. This field looking beautiful as ever. Thank you very much to the game day operations team. Here's a 1-2 pitch with 2 down. That one is popped to short. Moving back now underneath it in shallow left field. Cooper sitting. The inning is over very quickly for Siricon, who goes 1-2-3. It remains 5-3. We head to the top of the 6th when we come back from Palm Springs Stadium.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Because you got to be here at 3:30 because Kobe doesn't get in until 3:30. So then you might as well just stay until freaking 11:30 p.m. at that point because the game, you have to be back at 5. Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium as we reach the end of this game. That is the top half of the 6th inning. Remember, PSCL games go 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is 36 minutes from now, or 7 innings, whichever comes first. We are in the top of the 6th. I'm Jack Lennon, alone in the booth today, but I'm joined in the other room by my producer, Sam Egan, who did a great job broadcasting game number 1. So leading off will be Alex Carbajal, and he'll face a new pitcher. We'll get that info to you right away. Carbajal first, grounds this one foul. The new pitcher for the Bombers is going to be Nate Eldridge from Xavier College Prep, an incoming freshman. That one is high, still undecided as to where he'll go. So it's 1-1 to Alex Carbajal. Carbajal is 1 for 2 with a 2-run double, and he swings and shoots this one foul off the netting. 1-2. One and two to Alexander Carbajal. Here it is. Down low, 2-2 from Eldridge. That one is high and tight, 3-2. On deck is Lucas Sale, a pinch hitter. Now here's the pitch to Carbajal, takes ball 4. So Eldridge issues the walk to Carbajal. That will bring up the pinch hitter. Pardon me, it will not be Lucas Sale. It will be Jaden Mizokami to come in to play third. And Mizokami takes a called strike. Mizokami, a rising sophomore at Los Angeles Harbor College. And Mizukami grounds this one fouled on the third base side. So quickly 0-2 to Jaden Mizukami. Put the ball in play kind of hitter. He knows how to fight down 0-2. He's a corner infielder. Eldridge's pitch. And he takes down low. So it's 1-2 to Mizukami from Nate Eldridge. One-two pitch. Got him looking. So Mizukami down on strikes. Back safely is Carbajal on the pickoff throw by Eldridge. Now here's a pitch. It's a called strike on a breaking ball, 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nothing in two. To another pinch hitter. This time it will be Logan Wonko. Goes to school in Victorville, California at Victor Valley College. 0-2 pitch. Now it'll be a pickoff throw over to first. Carbajal back safely. So Paul Saffer, his day is done. So it's 1-2 to Logan Wonko. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Wonko down on strikes, advancing to second on the throw in the dirt is Alex Carbajal, and that will bring up Javier Avalos. Avalos is 0 for 1 with a walk. That one up high, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. So a big cut there from Avalos, trying to tie this game with one swing of the bat. And he could do just that with a home run. There has not been a home run in this game today. It's pitch to Javi Avalos. He takes a called strike, 1-2. Javier Avalos, 1-2. He is trailing in the count with 2 men out, a man leading off of second. Here's the pitch. Got him looking, and that's the inning. So back-to-back-to-back strikeouts after issuing the leadoff walk for Nate Eldridge. Very impressive stuff from the high schooler. That will end the inning. We go to the last of the 6th, where it will be Avery Humphrey, Jaden Labit, and Tyler Webster coming up for the Bombers, who lead 5-3 right here from Palm Springs Stadium.
It's a family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Family setting, you know. It's a family setting, you know. We come and we.
Welcome back to beautiful Palm Springs Stadium. Here's a pinch hitter for Avery Humphrey. We'll get that to you right away, but he takes down low and away. Now he taps this one foul. Pinch hitter is Johnny Abramian, the incoming freshman at Trinity University, a middle infielder. Now he takes off the outside, 2-1. Now he lines this one to left field, a base hit. Going over to cut it off is Baker. He will do just that and toss it into Sitton. But regardless, a base hit for Abramian in relief of Avery Humphrey. So a man aboard here in the last of the 6 for the Bombers, who already lead 5-3. Here's the first pitch to Jaden Labit. He takes a called strike. Labit is 1 for 2 with a base hit and an RBI. Abramian with good speed off of first. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside. Dallas Sircon remains the pitcher for the Coyotes, who trail 5-3. It's been a really close game here so far today. 5 runs on 10 hits for the Bombers, 3 runs on 7 hits by the Coyotes. Now a pickoff throw to first, not in time, and Abramian back safely. Pitch in there for a strike, 1-2. One-two pitch. Abramian goes. Throw is high. Throw down at second. Not in time. Boy, that was close. A really nice tag applied by Sitton. But Abramian into second with a stolen base. So Labit with an RBI opportunity here. Opportunity to drive in his second run of the game and extend this Bomber lead to 3. Here is Labit. It's 2-2. Nobody out. Abramian off second. Labit drives it into right field, right at Wonko, who makes the catch. Coming into third, and now the ball gets away, and he's going to score. So Abramian will score all the way from second on the play, as the throw from Wonko was wild, a completely unnecessary throw. Abramian was going to make it to third. Really no problem, even with the good throw from Wonko. So Wonko with the completely unnecessary throw cost the Coyotes a run at 6-3 Bombers. Now that one is shot through the hole into right field, a base hit for Tyler Webster. So Webster's got his second hit today. And it's a pair of singles for Webster. That brings up Upmeyer. Upmeyer has reached base twice in a row. He's stolen 3 bases. He's scored 2 runs. He's got a double. He's had a great day. So now he lines this one to third, and it gets by him. A base hit for Carter Upmeyer, who flips the bat. So 2 straight knocks and some really good contact here off of Siricon for the Bombers in the bottom half of the 6th. Trying to really extend that lead and give himself some cushion heading into the final frame. And now we'll bring up Jace McGowan. McGowan is 1 for 1 with a 2-run double, a walk, and a sacrifice fly. McGowan thought about going after the first pitch, does not, leaves it off the outside, or at least so he thought, but Wyatt Ellis disagrees. It's called strike. Now, pickoff throw to second by Siricon. Back safely, though, Abramian. Now another pickoff throw, and they got Abramian picked off, or maybe not, as this one scoots into center field. So moving up 90 feet to third, Abramian. Upmeyer follows him to second. And a wild throw back to second costs the Coyotes 180 total feet. As now there are 2 runners in scoring position. The infield will be pulled in against Chase McGowan. A base hit will score a pair and could be the knife to the heart. This one is popped high in the air, but because the infield is pulled in, going to be a tough play, and it'll drop. And breaking for home, and now they got him caught in the rundown. Bremen will be tagged out at the plate. Going to third on the play is Upmeyer, and going to second is McGowan, and the throw down to second scoots into the outfield, and coming in to score after all is Carter Upmeyer. So a wild sequence of events has the Bombers up 7-3. So McGowan will not get the RBI. He'll get credit for the base hit, yes, but the RBI, the run, will come across on the error. And scratch that, it'll be yes, 7-3. So Webster was tagged out at the plate. Upmeyer comes in on the wild throw to second. Now breaking for third is McGowan, and he will make it without a throw. Without a good throw, I should say. That one pulled Lomax all the way off the bag. So an RBI opportunity for Brayton Ayers. He's 2 for 3. He's already got an RBI today. And he lines this one down the right field line, and that's a base hit. Coming in to score easily is McGowan. Ayers has got his second RBI. He's going to pump the brakes at second, drop anchor there. It's an RBI double for Brayton Ayers, and the Bombers lead 7-3 as they have cracked this game open here at bottom 6. We're going to head to a break as we got a new pitcher. We'll be right back from Palm Springs Stadium.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium after the pitching change. Owen Kavanaugh will come in to hit, and there's a ground ball to third. Lomax to first, and it gets away. And Ayers will come around third. Now he'll stop and retreat to third. So an errant throw by Lomax, his second error of the day. One on a pop-up, one now on the throw. Tough inning for the Coyotes. It's now 3 errors total between the throwing and the fielding. And that will bring up Lucas Sale, and Sale takes way off the outside, 1-0. Pitch called strike, 1-1. Runner goes, pitches a strike, throw down to second, and it skips into center field. Ayers will trot home, 8-3 Bombers. An unbelievable sequence of events in this inning has got the Bombers really 3 free runs and a 5th error in the game, 4th in the inning for the Coyotes, and it is 8-3 Bombers. Pitch to Sale is way off the outside once again. That one way up above his head. So 3-1 to make that 3-2 to Lucas Sale. With 2 down here, bottom 6, Sale swings and misses. Strike 3. So at long last, the inning is finally over for the Coyotes after 4 errors and 4 runs. It is 9-3 Bombers. We come back for the top of the 7th after a word from our sponsors.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. What could be the final frame of this game? It's Cooper sitting to lead off the visiting half of the 7th inning. The home team in this game, the Bombers, lead. It's 9-3. And the first pitch is a swing and a foul back. New pitcher for the Bombers is going to be someone we don't have a number on. Scratch that. It's Owen Hill, the guy who started the game at catcher. Now a line drive on the ground. Throw to first from deep short. Gets by Labit. And Sitton will be on via way of the error to start this inning. So Upmeyer charged with the error. Owen Hill, the new pitcher for the Bombers. Swinging a foul back. 0-1 the count to Logan Wonko. Here is the 0-1 pitch, and off the outside, 1-1. A 1 in tight, 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Here is the 2-2 pitch to Wonko. And it's grounded fouled on the left side. Beautiful California in the desert, palm trees, desert mountains. On a reservation, 2-2. The count to Wonko. And here's the pitch. Thought about going, did not. 3-2. There's a 3-2 pitch. Sky to left. Coming in and making a diving catch is Humphrey. An incredible catch out there in left. So, one away here for the Bombers. So the best F8 you will see all day. Avery Humphrey, really impressive stuff there. That brings up Roberto Gallardo, and Owen Hill is a ground ball away from getting out of this game, and there's a called strike. It's 0-1 to Gallardo. And a sky to center field, moving back. Still going back. Webster makes the catch. 2 down. So now down to their final out are the Coyotes. They trail 9-3 against the Bombers here. 9 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors for the Bombers. 3 runs on 7 hits and 5 errors for the Coyotes. A pinch hitter for the Coyotes. He takes inside. And the pinch hitter is Langbein. So Langbein swings and misses 1-1. Now this one down low, 2-1. Two and 1 the count to Langbein. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 2-2. So down to their final strike are the Coyotes, with Sitton still leading off of first. 2-2 pitch with 2 down. Owen Hill looks in and fires, and it's in tight. 3-2. So Landon Baker, the man on deck, if Langbein were to be able to reach. Langbein pokes this one up the middle. Going to be a tough play. And pulling off the bag, Labit is Upmeyer. So safe is Langbein. We'll call it an infield single. So the 8th hit of the day for the Coyotes, and that'll bring up Landon Baker. Coyotes, though, still down to that final out, but now they have 2 men on. And perhaps a chance to make this game a little more interesting. So Hill delivers, and this one's fouled back off the backstop. 0-1. Nate Eldridge will be the winning pitcher if the Bombers are able to hang on. Scratch that, it would be Julian Ferreira, as that's a called strike. 0-2 to Landon Baker, representing the last chance for the Coyotes. That one tapped on the ground to second. Up with it, Sale throws to Labit. The ball game is over. The Coyotes win. The final score, 9 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors for the Bombers. The Coyotes, the losing team, 3 runs on 8 hits and 5 errors. The winning pitcher is Julian Ferreira, who went an inning and a third, gave up no runs, 1 hit, and hit 1 batter. The losing pitcher, Jacob Ginn, who went 3 innings and gave up 4 earned runs. I've been Jack Lennon. Thank you so much for listening to this broadcast of the PSCL Baseball Day 6. It's the Bombers 9, the Coyotes 3. Please make sure you join us tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. sharp right here on PSCL Baseball YouTube for more PSCL action. Tomorrow is Day 7 of the PSCL, and my colleagues Stephen Buxton and Ethan Oliveris will be along for the broadcast of those games. So make sure you stay tuned in right here for PSCL Baseball tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining me on this broadcast, and we'll see you next time.